actually read 4 books during my vacation. You want to see what they are? Hi, Grandma Bev here from Life with Grandma Bev, and welcome to my channel. Well, those of you who know me know that I rarely read. For one thing, it's hard to see. Even though these are, prescription reading glasses, it's still very hard for me to see. I don't retain much of what I read. And it's surprising because those of you who know my daughter, she has a channel called Books Cause Insomnia. She is an avid reader. Now, I was when I was younger. But Michelle, that whole channel is devoted to books and book reviews. Very good. I'll put a link to her down below. But anyway, in that case, it's not like mother, like daughter. But when I travel, I do read, especially if we're flying a long way. I usually just sit and read a book on the plane. I can get almost through a book. Well, my trip that I did, July, August, I didn't really get to read much because we were so much on the go. It exhausted me. But on the trip that we just did, I did get to read. I ended up reading 4 books, I guess, and looking at them here. Wow. So let me go over what they are. Now, the last time I took the new series by V.C. Andrews, and it was called, what was it called? Oh, The Umbrella Lady. And it took me a little while to read it. But it got me interested because that was the first one in the new series about a gal named Saffron. So I got her next one, Out of the Rain, which continues Saffron's saga. Now, I'll read you what it says. Having escaped the trauma of the Umbrella Lady's home, 13-year-old Saffron Faith Anders is determined to reunite with the father who abandoned her a few years prior. Discovering that he lives only a couple of towns down the train line, she disembarks from the same platform he left her at and enters a whole new world. First, Saffron is shocked to find out that her father has married and had a child with a woman he knew before her mother's death, which means that the rascal had a daughter when Saffron was born too. Then their reunion is made worse when her father insists that Saffron pretend to be his niece so he can continue to con his new wife's family, who's rich. At least for a little while. Lies can be tools, after all. Desperate for her father's love, she goes along with the farce, but the lie stretches from a few days to a permanent role. And soon Saffron begins to wonder whether facing the cold world alone would be better than staying trapped in a toxic, dangerous family and playing someone else's game. The things some parents do to their children, and they wonder why they're wacky. So, once I started this, of course, it was hard to put it down. It's the only way you get me to read a book is if it's a book that once I start, I can't put it down. But isn't that a pretty cover? I go after the covers, too. So would I recommend this book? Definitely. Read the other one first, though, The Umbrella Lady, and then this one. How would I rate it? I'd give it, considering it's V.C. Andrews, but not the real V.C. Andrews who writes these. I'd give it, I don't know, 4 to 5 stars. 5 stars. What the heck? So that's the first one I read. Then I started reading Girl Last Seen. And this is a book by Nina Lorin. It's 2 missing girls, 13 years apart. You notice a theme? I like these ones where people are missing. So this one says, Olivia Shaw has been missing since last Tuesday. She was last seen outside the entrance of her elementary school in Hunts Point wearing a white spring jacket, blue jeans, and pink boots. Now, this is the person who It's about, I force myself to look at the face in the photo into her slightly smudged features, and I can't bring myself to move. Olivia Shaw could be my mirror image. Rewound to 13 years ago. If you have any knowledge of Olivia Shaw's whereabouts or any relevant information, please contact. And it goes boop, boop, boop. I spent a long time peering into the faces of girls on missing posters, wondering which one replaced me in that basement. But they were never quite the right age, the right look, the right circumstances, until Olivia Shaw, missing for 1 week tomorrow. Whoever stole me was never found. But since I was taken, there hasn't been another girl, and now there is. Now, this is an interesting book. It follows this, it goes back and forth between back when this gal was kidnapped, and then it comes to the present when she's trying to help them find the missing girl who could be her daughter. She's so much like her. So what unfolds is a lot of mysterious, interesting things. And you'd be very surprised at who it was that did the kidnapping at the end. I don't want to give too much away because this goes back, as I say, goes back and forth. So you have to really follow it closely. A lot of twists and turns that has you think, oh, it must be this person. Oh, it must be that person. But when you find out who it is, it's like, whoa. So I give this one a 5-star also. We're batting 100 here. Then I read, Then She Was Gone. I think I got, oh, here's some of my bookmarks. I was on the Viking ship, and they always put bookmarks in our cabin. Every day a different bookmark. So I took them. What the heck? And it's got a little saying on the back, like, this is the only truly scarce commodity. Spend it wisely. Oh, time. Time is the only truly scarce commodity. Spend it wisely. So by the time I left that trip, of course, this one I had gotten on a cruise in September. It was lost. So I had all these little bookmarks stuck in my book. And this is the one I ended up in. So this one is called, like I say, Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. Excuse me. Of course, she's excuse me. I went out today with a mask on. She's a New York Times best-selling author. So this one, I'll read you the back. It's easier this side. Ellie Mack was the perfect daughter, and then she was gone. No one ever just disappears. 10 years after Ellie's disappearance, her mother, Laurel Mack, is trying to put her life back together when she meets an unexpectedly charming man in a cafe. Before she knows it, she's meeting Floyd's daughter, and his youngest, Poppy, takes Laurel's breath away because the eerily precocious Poppy is the spitting image of Ellie. And now the unanswered questions she's tried so hard to put to rest begin haunting Laurel anew. Where did Ellie go? Did she run away from home as the police have long suspected, or did something more sinister happen? A haunting page-turner of sheer perfection. Then She Was Gone is a gripping and emotionally resonant tale of one mother's quest to uncover the clues she failed to recognize and finally discovers the truth of what happened to her daughter. Now, this is another one that's just kind of a, what the heck, who done it? I will tell you that they do find Ellie's remains. So I'll tell you that part. But what follows after is just page turning, page after page. So again, this is another 5-star. And I'm bringing these down to my daughter just in case she doesn't have these, because I think she might like some of them. And then my last one, keeping with the theme, I Know Where She Is by S.B. Caves. 10 years ago, her daughter was taken. Now she's going to get her back. So this one said, she will do whatever it takes to bring her daughter home. This book reels you in from the first page and never lets up. Sinister, unsettling, and gripping. Okay, 10 years ago, Francine's world was destroyed when her daughter was taken. Now, on the anniversary of the abduction, Francine receives an anonymous note containing just 5 words. I know where she is. What Francine learns next will horrify her. She will discover danger in the most unexpected places. She will do things she never imagined, and she will stop at nothing to uncover the truth. Now, this one, I'll warn you, it has to do with a little bit of, what do you call it? Kidnapping girls to use them for sex. So if you're kind of sensitive about that, you might not want to read this, but this keeps you going. Another 5-star. So that's it, kids. All 5 of these, I rated 5. And what I think's funny is these 3 were that girl last seen, then when she was gone, and then I know where she is. So that's it. I don't know if I'll get to read more. Now, I have gotten a few more books because it's gotten me interested in reading again, but I'll bring them in the motorhome, see if I can get myself to read some of them when we're riding, but it's hard sometimes, you know. I'm lazy. So please comment below, share, like, and subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed these. You won't see books very often that I do book reports on, but I felt I had enough to share with you. So I hope you're all having a good day. I love you all. Bye.